League is proudly brought to you by Shutterguard.com.au, Perth's best roller shutters for over 30 years. Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes. And CD Dodd, scrap metal recyclers.
Welcome once again to the Coburn Ice Arena, where it is now leg 2 of our Friday night doubleheader as part of round 3 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League for 2021. Now, if you're just still healing yourself from that thrilling tie between the Flyers Blue and the Blackhawks, well, we suggest you get yourself ready for this one right now, because we have got a cracking top-of-the-table clash between the Vikings and the Flyers Orange. Both sides unbeaten after the first 2 rounds. Both sides with a win and a tie, and 3 points on the board. What a cracker this one is going to be. The Vikings under Sean Cookson and the Flyers Orange, the semi-finalists from last year under Michaela Fellows. The Vikings, of course, they come off a big 6-2 win over the Sharks in Coburn in round 2 a couple of weeks ago due to their relentless attack and control of the puck and the impact of their new recruits with likes of Sedenko, Levesque and Goulds coming in from the Chiefs and the Blackhawks respectively. The Orange are also going into this game with a tie and a win. Like the Vikings, the Orange have big weapons in attack, a few extra keys in defence that may disrupt scoring deep inside the slot in crunch times during this matchup. Paul Persick back with you in the commentary box, and as always, it's a great pleasure to have your company. Thanks to Front Row Screen, Shutterguard and our major title sponsors in the Perth Premier League for 2021, CD Dodd, Scrap Metal Recyclers. And hey, make sure you give the Perth Premier League Facebook page a big like. We've been in operation for a couple of months now, and we've nearly reached 400 likes on our Facebook page. Keep the likes going. Go on to facebook.com/Perth Premier League and like our page. You're going to see some great content across the season. Our live streams, thanks to Front Row Screens, and also round-by-round highlights, match promos, match results. If you missed out on our live stream, we have got great content coming your way. So keep your eyes peeled on the Perth Premier League Facebook page across the 2021 season, which is going right through from March up until the last Friday in September. That's right, we got finals in September this season, so make sure you stay locked in for that. As you see, the Vikings are on your screen. They have got a completely different side, a rejuvenated side, if you will, under Sean Cookson. Those 3 big gun recruits coming in, Joan Levesque, David Kudler, and Caden Goulds. They have been firing up in the first couple of games. They had that 4-all tie against the Flyers Orange the last time these 2 teams met back in round 1 at the Perth Ice Arena. But now, it is now the turn of the Coburn Ice Arena to see these teams do battle. The Vikings on top of the ladder with a better goal difference. They've got a goal difference of +4 compared to the Flyers Orange. They have a goal difference of +3, 9-5 to 9-6. The Vikings, of course, with a big win over the Sharks 2 weeks ago, and the Flyers Orange, who have beaten the Blackhawks and also tied with the Vikings in the first 2 rounds. That man right there is going to be the key. Corey Booten, the net tender, who was magnificent against the Sharks last matchup before the Easter break, making some great saves up high and down low inside the crease. So watch out for him. We'll also see a couple of other Vikings players. That'll be a big key. Christopher Winnett, Rick Cooper and Todd McClue, Jack Carrius, the captain for the Vikings. But if you go to the other side of the rink, we've got the Flyers Orange. They too have a stacked lineup. They've got McCann, they've got McLean, Potvin, Kelly. We've got Lyndon Lodge, Blake Georgieff and Alistair Pundler in their side. Owen Williams and Lee Tortoise too are going to be a big key inside that defensive zone. But if the Vikings, they're playing on all-out attack, the Flyers Orange will want to go all-out defense and disrupt the flow. Play the puck to the wings and force back if you have to slow down the tempo. The Vikings, 4 defenders, they can control the defensive use of the puck. Guys like Williams and Cooper can man it long enough to suck the opposition in to the forward press from the defensive third of the Coburn Ice Arena rink here. Players getting themselves into position now for what is going to be a very important game for both these sides. The winner will have outright top position on the ladder heading into round 4 next week. Now, just a reminder, round 4 next week, next Friday, will be back at the Perth Ice Arena. The PIA will have Premier League action back for the first time in 4 weeks. And no doubt that'll be a scintillating round as well. The Sharks will be back in action. They're having the bye this round, but they'll be back in action. So keep it locked here on the Perth Premier League Facebook page and on our Front Row Screens live stream to keep up to date with all the action that is coming your way all across the season. Flyers orange in their last huddle before they set themselves up for this crucial game against the Vikings. No doubt their tactics will want to be get all defensive, slow down the tempo. The Vikings are a fast side. They're a big scoring side. They've scored 9 goals so far in this competition. Vikings have now broken up from their huddle. The Flyers orange waiting a little bit now. What is going to be a crucial game. Another great crowd here at the Coburn Ice Arena. They've been filing in since the start of the first game. And we've got a great atmosphere out here tonight by the bleachers. From where I am in the commentary box, the atmosphere and the noise is just electric here tonight. We're about to get things underway. So to start things off for the Orange, it is going to be Dave Ruck. And for the Vikings, it is Sean Tobin, who is about to get things underway for both these sides in this first of the face-off. To open this second leg of the doubleheader tonight, top of the table clash, we are underway. Tobin pushes it out forward, Levesque. Gets it back to Williams, Levesque now, playing it along the wings, cross-ice pass, blind pass, turned over, Ruck goes cross-ice, finding Lodge, Lodge on the edge. Couldn't get that one off in time. And now the Vikings will look to capitalise here. The puck just bypassing McCall. Now Ruck playing it towards the outer wing now. Good movement here. The pace really right up there in the early seconds. McLean, bypass to Williams and McCauley. Now McCauley playing it behind the goal line. What can he do? McLean, good turnover in the end. Here comes Jacob Ruck. Shoots, and that was hoisted over the top, looking to trickle towards the net. But to no avail. McLean from behind the goal line. Sedenko, the former Chief, bypassing the puck, allowing Tobin to meet it up. Tobin, beautiful pass, just losing McCauley there. Into the boards, head high, contact there by Pundler, the captain of the Flyers orange side, and unsurprisingly the referee spotting that one and calling a penalty. It was head high on McCauley. So a head high bump, head high body check as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Pundler just getting a little bit of that elbow in towards the head, and it'll be an immediate penalty. The Shutterguard power play now in effect in these first couple of minutes, 5-on-4 in favour of the Vikings, and they'll look to capitalise on this situation. They are usually strong in this situation. They've scored a couple of goals in that power play so far this season. The Orange, they've got it first up. Webster. Finding Langle. What can Riley Langle do? He's going to send it out to Webster. Behind the goal line, 2-on-1. McCauley loses out. Lodge on centre ice. And this is what they wanted to do. This is what we mentioned pre-game, that if they want to send it back and slow things down, they can do that. They can get 2 players on defensive ice and send it back to reassess their options when going forward. Langle in a 3-on-1. Good defence there by the Vikings. Kudler, who was sensational for the Outlaws in the Summer League competition, which as we speak is going through to a deciding game in a grand final series as well. And it's an icing call in the meantime. Clock will continue to run. As we know, first 2 periods, 20 minutes of continuous countdown. And then last period, 15 minutes, stoppage. Puck going all the way back to the Flyers orange attacking zone. Face-off being won by the Vikings. It travels to Kudler. Kudler now going behind the goal line. What can he do? He flicks it forward. Tobin, he's had plenty of it early on. Bypasses Carrius. Levesque. Kudler again. Now releasing Levesque, gets control. Finds some open space inside the slot. Back and forth they go. Beautiful cross-ice pass out to the outer side. Kudler with the shot, down low. It's a scramble for it. But the Flyers orange release themselves from the pressure only momentarily because Johan Levesque hands the puck from the defensive side. Pushes it forward to Kudler. Kudler looking for the cross-ice pass. He does that. And that is Jamie McDonald. McDonald inside the slot to Hunison. And now freeing themselves with another open ice pass. The Flyers orange looking to do everything they can to release themselves of early pressure. In the meantime, they will kill off this penalty. That is against their captain, Alistair Pundler. 2-1, and the penalty is now expired. That's what they had to do. Lodge takes advantage of the situation, finds some open space inside the slot. He shoots, almost goes underneath. McLean with a tip in. Doesn't get it inside the net. That's great defending by Corey Booten inside the net. But travelling freely on defensive ice, there is Mark McCann. Of course, Stephen McCann playing for the Blues early on. Cross-ice pass, Lodge from Ruck. Into the end boards there. That's allowed the Vikings to momentarily retake possession. And they get it back again. Sidenko. Cross-ice, a blind pass, turned over. Lodge comes up to meet it on the outer wing. Gets it across now. Kudlup and Sidenko. Now Goulds. Goulds this time. Beautiful pass along the wings. Going low. Humiston. We're now turned over. Win it. Finding Cooper and Spencer. He's forced to play it towards the sideboards there. Goulds. Open ice pass to the opposite wing, and the referee spotted a penalty. In fact, no, it was offside, I should say. And that is against Humiston. So we'll have a face-off on the neutral line, as we saw there on the replay. And yes, there it was, offside. Spot-on decision by the referees. They've been fantastic thus far in this competition, 3 rounds in. We thank you for tuning in live on our Front Row Screens live stream, wherever you may be across Western Australia and around the world. Like the fans here in Coburn, you've got the best seat in the house. Campbell. Oh, Campbell stood up in that pressure contest from Winnett, and Winnett was left floored. Tanner penetrates the slot. He shoots just to the left-hand crossbar. Langle almost pillaged there by Winnett. One-on-one. Tobin plays it to the wings. Tobin. Webster winning that one-on-one contest. Tanner releasing their Punler, but only as far as Dwayne Piefer, captain of his Summer League side. And the Vikings again play it out wide through McCauley. Forster could play it back again. But again, those options for the Vikings fleeting at the moment with the slot coverage the Orange have got at the moment. Levesque tried everything, but unfortunately he failed. Langle for the Orange. Backhander. Webster shoots. Got plenty of power on that one, but the accuracy just wasn't there. Did face a big dilemma there. Lodge went for the hoist shot towards the crease. Fine save in the end, Booten. Now the Vikings can play it along the wings again. That's what they like to do, to increase the pressure on the Orange. But it's turned over. Fine save too there by Lee Tortoise. From the shot by Lee Tortoise, I should say. Vikings again. They've got possession. Kudlow. Shot ricocheted off a couple of defenders there. One of them was Lodge. Into the end boards there was Sidenko. And again, the Orange, when they've got the puck out wide, they've got space to turn it over on that defensive zone. McDonald, fine play, tries to barge his way through. Hamilton shoots, ricocheted off an Orange defender. Line pass turned over. Hamilton, he plays it out wide. That's a good pass out of the congestion. McDonald, line pass again, turned over by Tortoise, and the defensive takeaway. Open ice pass will go over the line, and it will be an icing call. First 8 minutes have elapsed on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Still no score added so far in this match. Being quite an even start. Both teams getting on the defensive early. No luck for either side. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes from here for both sides. Referees called a penalty. Obstruction in offense there. It'll be a face-off. As we see on the CD Dodd replay, face-off being won. And there was obstruction out the back there as the puck was hitting the net. Good call by the referee. Face-off being won by the Orange. Lodge running in unchecked, but there was a 4-on-1, and again, referee's calling that one. That was a slash. And that is against the Vikings. And that'll be Christopher Winnett, who's going to be sent straight to the penalty box. And it'll be the first of the power plays for this matchup. Just under 9 minutes in. Still 0-0 on the CD Dodd scoreboard, and Christopher Winnett will be sent to the penalty box. The first power play of this match. 5-on-4 in favour of the Orange. Punler bypass there by Ruck. Kudler, and now Goulds. Open ice pass out towards the defensive zone. McCann Pushing that one to the outer wing, finding Campbell. Good play by Campbell, going cross ice, finding Ruck, who scored a hat-trick just a couple of weeks ago. Ruck, he shoots, good save in the end by Booten, pushed it out in front. And again, it's going to be manned out on the defensive zone, Campbell. Steady start by both sides. Really increasing the tempo here. It's just been a tight arm wrestle at the moment, these first 10 minutes of this matchup, with a couple of penalties in there as well. Langle got some space on the corner of the slot, looking to capitalise. Good shot, but a good save again. Corey Booten going down low and getting that one on his chest. CD Dodd replay coming at you now. Just steadying that one in and finding Langle, who had some space on the corner of the slot. Had the right option to go for the shot. Maybe should have steered that one to the left in hindsight, but a good save nonetheless by Corey Booten. Steady start in the early going of this game. Again, another open ice pass towards the defensive zone for the Flyers Orange. Almost turned over under pressure there was Webster. He's on the breakaway. Good stick checking coming in late. Lodge tipped in there by McLean off the back. And McLean gets the first one on the board. McLean was in the right vicinity inside the low slot to get the late tip in off Webster. And the Flyers Orange are first to hit the board. 1-0. And it is a short-handed goal. Just where they needed it. As you see, Webster, fine defensive breakaway on the CD Dodd replay. Ruck went for the shot and tipped in at the back from Sean McLean, who was skating in unchecked towards the low slot. No direct stick checking coming across on McLean, and the Flyers Orange get the first score on the board, 1-0 in this second game of round 3 tonight. What can the Vikings do to respond? Williams goes towards centre ice, hit hard right away off a step by McDonald. But the Flyers Orange again with the rebound, turned over. Here is Caden Goulds. Goulds, blind pass to Tortoise. They may pay the price again here. Bobby Kelly. Kelly tried to go cross ice again to the path of McDonald. Lost control. Hoist pass, and now finding Caden Goulds again. Getting a little bit of encouragement there from the fans on the outer side. Carriers to Skipper combining there with Hamilton. Nice backhander by Hamilton. Releasing McDonald. Will he go cross ice? No, he goes deep in the slot. McDonald gets the response. Great response by McDonald, but you have to give that to Hamilton. A fine setup with a backhanded pass on outside the defensive circle there. And that allowed McDonald to go on the breakaway, forced to play it out wide, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Backhander for Hamilton, going in towards McDonald. Clear path on the offensive slot. Goes through one, goes through two, and a beautiful wrist shot inside the slot to the back of the net. The Vikings, a quick response, just what they needed with 8 minutes to go. CD Dodd scoreboard 1-1 if you've just joined us for the first time. Sean McLean getting the first, and then some minute later, Jamie McDonald, good response for the Vikings. A quick fire response, I may add. It is 1-1 with 8 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Second game of the Perth Premier League round 3, thanks to CD Dodd. Vikings looking to open things up now. Win it. It's a 3-on-2 situation inside the offensive zone. Win it. Doesn't go out back. He goes with the backhand there to Cubiston, but it may have been too late. And it is turned over in the end there by Punler. Open ice pass out towards the defensive zone for the Vikings, but now they get it back. They've got 4 inside that zone. McLean pushes forward. 2-on-2 along the sideboards they go, but well played in the end there by Humiston. Brilliantly done. Got it out. Cross ice pass, blind pass, turned over by Pumler again. Rebounds it off the end boards. Good hustle there by Dwayne Pieper. 2-on-1. McLean out the back. Keeps the puck out in front of him. McLean from the edge of the slot. McLean cross ice out there to Ruck. Unlucky there. Punler shoots. Almost bobbled out there to the back of the net from Booten. 9 shots on target to 1 in favour of the Flyers Orange. Overwhelming pressure inside the net, but here comes Johan Levesque. Levesque looking for the second. Gets the late tip in and saved both times in the end there by Mark McCann. Played to the sideboards on the offensive zone. Tripped up. Referee was right there in the position, and it'll be a penalty call against the Orange. I think it might have been Campbell who was the culprit. No, it was Jacob Ruck it was, as we see on the replay. Tripped up with the stick as soon as Sean Tobin got the offensive turnover in. And so it'll be another Shutterguard power play in favour of the Vikings. Jacob Bruck will sit out for the next 2 minutes. 5 on 4 in favour of the Vikings, and just where the Vikings want it. Levesque off the face-off, blind pass, turned over there by Webster. Langle on the breakaway. Can he go cross ice to Webster? Well executed, and a short-handed goal. Kieran Webster takes back the lead for the Flyers Orange in response to the penalty. And a short-handed goal on the power play sees the Flyers Orange take back the lead. As we see on the CD Dodd replay, great setup by Webster and Langle. Langle finding the vicinity to go cross ice to Webster. Great execution from Webster off the pass and slapping that one into the back of the net. 2-1 now the scoreline on the CD Dodd scoreboard with some 5 minutes to go. Goals being scored by McDonald for the Vikings, and then McLean and Webster for the Flyers Orange hitting the board in this opening period. Great start for the Flyers Orange in this game. The Vikings, a little bit of work to do, especially when they're trying to defend the breakaway, I'd have to say. It's the only flaw that they have had so far this season. I know it's only in round 3, but you could easily spot flaws in a team when you see it live or on our live stream. Everyone's got their own opinion on a particular team, but the Vikings have got it where they want it. They want to be efficient here. Sedenko, and now McCauley travelling back to centre ice. Cross ice, the Vikings go. And this is David Kudla. Good push up forward. Levesque, blind pass in the end, turned over. Webster was well out in front there. Great play by Webster. 1-on-1 between Kudla and Langle. Kudla keeps it out in front. Great play. Good second effort there by Webster. This deserves a goal. Was he tripped up? No, we couldn't get the shot off in time. He did have his opportunity, but now he gets it back. Webster out to Lodge. Ooh, ricochet there off Sedenko. 2-on-1 situation. Langle pinned to the sideboards there. No offside being called. Levesque behind the offensive goal line. Oh, a bit sloppy there by the Vikings, and they may pay for it. Langle deep inside the slot. Can it be a third for the Orange? Cross ice, they go out to Campbell. And it's another one for the Flyers Orange. Punla combining there with Langle, and it increases the advantage for the Flyers Orange. 3-1 with less than 4 minutes to go. As we see on the CD Dodd replay, that sloppiness in defence for the Vikings. A costly mistake there. Langle getting the wrist shot in out the back, and Punla, secondary tip in. The captain getting the third goal on the board for the Flyers Orange. They've doubled their advantage, and it is now 3-1 with 3 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. A great crowd here, as you can see there with the live shot. The crowd really living it up here at the Coburn Ice Arena, enjoying this action. 3-1 the scoreline, some 3 minutes to go in this opening period. We're glad you can join us on our Facebook live stream, wherever you may be across Western Australia and around the world. McDonald off the rebound. He shoots. Great save in the end. Late tip in there. No, but to no avail in that scramble in the low slot. The Vikings, however, do get it back. Almost there by Jack Carrius. Rebounded from defensive ice on the breakaway. Here's Kelly up against Goulds. Goulds gets it in front. Good play there by Goulds. Pinned to the sideboards. Turned over in the end by Williams. Goulds on the breakaway is a big scoring weapon. That shot just had a little too much just above the bars. McDonald. Humiston from centre ice. What can he do? Whoa! Pinned to the end boards there by Tortoise. But the Vikings are able to get it back, however. It's on the outer side. Referee almost got a hand up there. McLean struggling to maintain it because Gould was able to inflict that turnover. Less than 2 minutes to go in this opening period here at the Coburn Ice Arena. McLean on the offensive rebound, looking for that one, but to no avail. Look at how the Flyers Blue have dominated in their opportunities. Here is Ruck. He shoots, but it ricocheted there off Goulds and the crossbar. As we were saying, if you look at the shots on target, 12-4 in favour of the Flyers Orange, as Booton makes another good save. Hence their domination of this game so far. As we see on the CD Dodd replay, big chances for both the Flyers Orange key scorers, McLean and Webster. Alistair Punla looking for that one out back. Face-off will come McLean's way now. Both sides looking to transfer it out of their congested situations. Out the back, Ruck. Ruck pinned to the sideboards there by Levesque. McLean comes in to lend a hand. 2-on-2, who's going to win out of this scramble? Great play there by Spencer. Inside the last minute of this opening period, Lodge recovers the blind pass and plays it out wide to Ruck. Ruck is not going to take any undue risk. He goes for the shot, but it ricocheted there off Kutler. And now the Vikings get it back. This is great play. Humiston shoots. Great save by McCann. From the defensive goal line, almost an own goal there, but Lodge gets the puck back. On the breakaway he goes. Ruck shoots from the slot, and Ruck gets another one. This time it's Dave Ruck. And they are on a barrage now. They've scored the last three, 4-1. And that'll be the end of the first period. That'll be the last of the passages, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. The buzzer will go in the next couple of seconds, but that goal will certainly sting the Vikings at the end of this one. 4-1 the scoreline at the end of one. It was tight there for the first 10 minutes, but those last 9-10 minutes really belonged to the Orange there with the last three goals of that opening period. We'll take a break here at the Coburn Ice Arena. When we come back, all the second period action where it is the Flyers Orange leading the Vikings 4-1 in this top-of-the-table clash.
Shutterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shutterguard.com.au.
Welcome back to the Coburn Ice Arena. Here are some of the CD Dodd highlights from that opening period. It was tight going in the first 10 minutes where it was back and forth between the two sides. But then in the last 10 minutes, it was all Flyers Orange with 3 goals being scored. The last 3 they scored in the space of 9 minutes, as a matter of fact. Goal to McLean, Ruck, Punler and Kieran Webster. And the only score for the Vikings belonged to Jamie McDonald off a fine breakaway set up by Sean Hamilton. Vikings, well, you'd have to say they were a bit sloppy in their defending of the puck inside that defensive zone. They let plenty of space go by with those goals scored to Punler and Webster in particular in those final minutes. But also the Orange's intensity at the puck when it's in their territory, it has often worked wonders in this game. They were able to take risks, take the game on and get first to it. And also they're not afraid to get physical as they have to in this game, and they have shown it all. So far in this game, they've dominated in the offensive zone. The shots on target certainly show 12-5 in favour of the Flyers Orange. And can that momentum resume in this second period as we take you back live? Coburn Ice Arena, puck about to be dropped for the start of the second period here. 4-1 is the scoreline on the CD Dodd scoreboard if you've just joined us for the first time. Part of round 3 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. We're back live now. We're underway in this second period. 4-1 is the score. Kudla gets the first crucial possession and the entry into that offensive zone, but straight away the Flyers Orange, their intensity in that defensive zone, as we talked about, certainly matching whatever the Vikings can produce, but straight away the referee is calling a penalty. It looks as though there was interference in the end there. And the referee was spot on to make that call as he was in good position. You can see there Jamie Campbell giving something to the fans who have offered both sides some encouragement tonight. No doubt the fans enjoying themselves out there tonight. Tobin pushes it out back, only as far as Jacob Ruck. Beautiful cross-ice pass to the advantage of McLean. McLean riding the body check on the way there from Sedenko. They get it back. Punla pushes it to behind the goal line. Lodge, 2-on-1. Ruck, bypassed. Levesque combining with Kudla. 3-on-1 situation. Does Kudla go cross-ice? Yes, he does, but a blind pass cut off in the end there by McLean. The Vikings again coming up to meet it in that defensive zone. Fine pass there to the advantage of Hamilton. Deep inside the slot. Couldn't execute from point-blank range. You have to say, he would have taken the shot a little bit further out. But it not to be for Hamilton, who set up a great goal to McDonald a little earlier on. McDonald inside the slot. Does he go cross-ice to Hamilton? He shoots for goal himself, but just to the left-hand crossbar. Flyers Orange get it back on the defensive rebound. Tripped up there by Humiston, and the referee's going to make a call here. A bit late on that one, but Humiston pinged for tripping up there with the stick. And that is on Lodge. Ruck it is, I should say, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Ruck getting tripped up there by Humiston. Yep, referee was right in the perfect spot to make that call, and it is going to be another power play. Humiston will spend the next 2 minutes inside the penalty box. That's not going to help the Vikings given their situation on the scoreboard. 4-1 they are down. They trail 12-5 in the shots on target, and that power play wouldn't help them at this stage. Flyers Orange get the first possession on that defensive zone. Despite that deep entry into offense by the Vikings, it is Webster who comes up to meet it. Lodge on a good breakaway too. Goes back to Jacob Ruck. Lodge playing a bit of 1-2 there with Ruck. Looking for that extra bit of space inside the offensive zone. Push back. Ruck, long shot from left corner point. Webster pushes it to behind the goal line. They go. Hamilton. Beautiful pass, setting another one up for McDonald. Does he go cross-ice to Goulds? It's a 2-on-1. McDonald to Goulds for the corner, and Goulds scores! Caden Goulds, a big weapon who's come from the Blackhawks to find a new challenge. Scores the first one of the second period for the Vikings, an important one at that. On this power play, the short-handed goal has come their way, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. McDonald tried to go cross-ice, but was pressured by some good defence by the Orange. But Caden Goulds gave him a hand and was able to shoot from the corner of the slot and get it to the back of the net. That's Goulds' first goal as a Viking in the 2021 season, and a very telling one at that. 4-2 on the CD Dodd scoreboard. We played the first 4 minutes of this second period. Flyers Orange will have possession here. Langle, defensive breakaway, goes past one, sends Winnett into a spin. Good solo effort here from Langle, forced behind the goal line, goes to the slot, Ruck, he shoots, and does he get it in? I think he did. No, I don't think he did. The puck kept in front there. I think he did. As we see on the CD Dodd replay, this will give us a better indication. Ruck deep out in front, and he did get it in. So that is Bob Kelly, in fact, that scored that goal. And so it is now 5-2 in favour of the Flyers Orange. I thought from the naked eye, from where I was in the commentary box, that it was saved by Booten, but in fact it was in, as we saw there on the replay. So Bob Kelly gets the Flyers Orange fit. The response from Gould's goal some 30 seconds earlier. And the Flyers Orange again with the ascendancy. Tobin pushes it out back. He better watch out because Williams was coming at him like a freight train. Gets possession. He's got Tortoise inside the slot, but there's heavy coverage. That's why Williams had to go for the shot himself. Kelly, nice back check there, but that's an illegal one. The referee's spot on with that decision to raise the hand. But it will be waved off for the moment. Advantage is paid, but short-lived. And that was Kelly with that illegal back check, as we'll see on the replay here. A good setup towards the offensive zone. McCauley, and as soon as the player was in possession for the Flyers Orange, the referee stopped the advantage right there and then. And so Kelly will spend 2 minutes in the penalty box for the Flyers Orange, and the Vikings will be advantaged with the 5-on-4 in the Shutterguard power play. 5-2 the scoreline. Be Ruck and Hamilton. Ruck wins that one. He pushes back to Lodge. Pinned to the end boards there by McDonald. Kudla from left corner point. Travels the puck towards the centre. He shoots. Plenty of height on it. McDonald from the corner, turned over. It's an open ice pass towards the defensive zone. Booten pulling out of the crease. Little give to Gould. Goes back and across to Kudla. Kudla plays it wide. Good offensive breakaway. Goes back to corner point. He's got Goulds in support, but he elects to go to McDonald, who had some extra space. He shoots, but it ricocheted there off Dave Ruck. McDonald gets it back. Went cross ice, but it was a sloppy pass, I'd have to say. But coming up to meet it now is Caden Goulds. Goulds to Humiston. Humiston, nice little give there to Sedenko. Sedenko shoots. Ricocheted again there off an Orange defender. This time it was Yve Potvin. He's had limited minutes thus far on the ice in the second period. McDonald shoots, and diving in there was Mark McCann. A fine save too. We see on the CD Dodd replay a good build-up by the Vikings, but just did not execute at that last step. What they've been good at thus far in the opening couple of games, the Vikings, they've been able to build up. But when they haven't been able to get back the lead, their execution just not there in the early goings. But in the later stages of any of the first, second or third periods, they can get those goals flowing in. Levesque, shot off a step, deep inside the slot. It's 2-on-1. The Vikings emerge with it. Vikings looking for a response here. Tobin dummies the slap shot. Gets it back to Humiston, off the edge. And as the Flyers Orange penalty expires, it is back to 5-on-5. Power play has finished. And it is now full strength sides once again. It is in an icing call. We'll go all the way back to the Vikings attacking zone. Under 12 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 5-2 in favour of the Flyers Orange. Goals scored by Webster, Pumler, Ruck, Kelly and Sean McLean. And the goals being scored there for the Vikings were by McDonald and Caden Goulds. Spencer scrambling for it with a few Orange players there. Losing that one out, but he's pinned inboards on the rebound. Campbell in front. Good play there by Campbell. Cross ice they go. They open up space along the wing. Has got out of his reach. Rebound breakaway now by Winnett for the Vikings. But he's out hustled there by Lyndon Lodge. Rebounds there off the end boards. Campbell gets it back. Now in front there is Lodge. Open ice pass out towards the defensive zone. And now Dwayne Piefer, who's been pretty quiet so far in this game, turns it over again. Langle. Is he going to go cross ice to Webster? He shoots for goal and doesn't get it. It's well saved in the end there by Corey Booten. CD Dodd replay coming at you right now. Good rebound there by Langle. Fine breakaway. And it was in the vicinity to go for the shot, but in the end, Corey Booten was in the right place at the right time to make that save. Both sides making a couple of line changes as we go back live. Kudla from behind the goal. Goulds stormed through to get that pass back to Kudla. 2-on-1. Potvin wins out. Kelly, open ice pass, pulling out of the crease there was Booten. He got to get back there quickly. And he did. Goulds 1-on-1 there with Potvin, but the puck finds its way to Kudla. Back to Hamilton. Oh, bypasses through two defenders. Hamilton slap shot. And as he made the shot, the referee blew the whistle. And it looked like Hamilton was tripped up at the time of reaching that offensive zone. He was. And it will be a face-off by the neutral line. Humiston coming back on now. Open formation for both sides. Vikings win it out. Open ice pass out towards the goal line. Potvin comes up to recover for the Flyers orange. Humiston now. Rebound, turned over. From the high point, here comes Hamilton. Hamilton from the corner slot, doesn't get that one to go. Goulds again, wrist shot in the end off a step. McDonald one-on-one with Lodge. Open ice pass by Lodge towards the defensive zone. No icing call, referees waved it off. An open rink on the defensive end. From Goulds to Kudla. Kudla shoots. And on the up there, good save in the end by Mark McCann. And as we see the CD Dodd replay, it was a good build-up too. Goulds out to Kudla, who had open space, safely guarded by his fellow attackers. He had the presence of mind to go for the shot, but maybe if he just slowed down the speed, he would have allowed targets from defensive to attack to come forward and provide slot coverage on the offensive side. 2-on-1. Flyers orange had the advantage here through Cunliffe. Goes direct, McLean. Good play by McLean. Is he going to go cross ice? No, he's going to keep going and lets it fly. McLean getting it back from the centre of the slot. Campbell trying very hard but down low. Ruck, one-on-one from behind the goal line, 360, releasing the puck. Goes only as far as McCauley for the Vikings, and coming into lender hand there was Kudla. Goes cross ice in the end, tight pass, Levesque. Just to the left-hand side. From where I was, he was shooting from right in front of me. Didn't look like he executed it that well. And it allowed Mark McCann to make another solid save. Only one goal is being scored by each team. The Vikings have been able to even things out with the shots on target. They've now got within 14-10 in that section. Face-off being won again by the Vikings. Shot there by Tobin, just missing the left-hand crossbar. And now Dwayne Pieper. Goes around. Opens up some space. Almost turned over by McLean. He was in the path. Now McCauley. Levesque. He's going to go to centre point. He elects not to go there. He went to Tobin. Tobin shoots, and that dislodged the net at the same time that McCann was making the save. And McCann was able to get that net back on track there. CD Dodd replay of another good setup. They've been setting him up well, but there, the execution from Tobin just lost control on the ice as soon as he was able to get the shot in. Bit unlucky there for Tobin. It was a big chance for him. He had open space on the outer side of the slot. For the orange, they turn it over. Off the face-off, Langle, one-on-one with Goulds. Pretty erratic there at the moment. But you'd have to say, that's another big chance gone begging. Spencer keeps it on towards the slot. Tobin and win it. But was cut off in the end there, Lyndon Lodge. And a good build-up. It ricocheted there of Langle. Goulds coming up to meet it now. We're inside the last 6 minutes of this second period. Another goal here for the Vikings will be crucial. So momentum has steadied. Both teams have scored a goal each. But we can't say that the Vikings are out of it, even though they're trailing 5-2 on the scoreboard. They've had 3 chances where goals should have come in. Maybe it would have been at least 5-4 behind. But the defence of the Flyers orange and the grit of Mark McCann inside the net has been telling in the Orange's favour. Chandelous is out on that one. High chop there by Langle, and he's been called for it. And the referees will call a face-off by the neutral line. And will there be a player in the penalty box? I don't think so. Good call. There'll be a face-off on the Vikings attacking zone. This will be a crucial period in this game. If they can get the next goal, then no doubt they'll be fully back in this game. Going down there was Kelly, trying to burst his way forward. Storming in there was Punla from the corner. Punla shoots just to the left-hand crossbar. Kelly, slap shot, gets bundled out as soon as he got it. Tortoise pressurised into the turnover. McDonald shoots. McCann almost letting that one go. Hamilton went cross ice, but heavy slot coverage turns it over for the Orange. Sedenko pushes it out wide. McDonald again. Oh no, that's Williams, I should say. Williams, and blind pass from Hamilton turns it over. The Orange have the numbers. Punla, the skipper, leading from the front. Went cross ice, but who to? Humiston, now McDonald. It's a 2-on-2. They can go cross ice if they want to. McDonald decides to take it on. But a little too much height on that one, and that goes into the net above, and we'll have a face-off. But the Vikings slowly persevering, as we see on the CD Dodd replay again. They can set those chances up from defence into attack, but it's just been their execution that has been a bit of a worry. No doubt Sean Cookson will address to them that you've got to execute when going for goal. They've evened out the shots on target to just 2. 14-12 in those shots on target. Ruck breaks away. Solid checking there, keeping Ruck away from the centre of the slot. Going back to Lodge. Oh, just off the top of the net there. A lucky strike there for the Vikings. Scramble for it on the inner side, but it's well recovered by the Vikings. Off the end boards, Levesque. Macaulay just loses control at the last moment. Back and forth, the puck goes once again. And the Vikings again will play it out of that defensive wing. Levesque out to Tobin, 3-on-2. Tobin, that's great play, setting that one up off the crossbar. Oh, you couldn't get any more unluckier than that. That was a big chance for the Vikings. Inside the last 3 minutes, Levesque, a little bit of elbow stuff there, but the referee saying get on with it. Out to Macaulay, Macaulay shoots. Didn't get all of it, and it was a good save there, McCann, once again. 13-14 shots on target now. Sean Cookson, I have to say, repeating that last comment, no doubt will be telling his players, execute inside that attacking zone, execute with the shots. They've been on target, but they just haven't been on target in the direction of the net. But they are by no means out of this game, even though the scoreboard does tell them they are 3 goals behind. They're just deliberating, so we've got a bit of a delay in the game at the moment. Who's coming on? Is it Piefer or Macaulay? It's Piefer for the Vikings. They win the face-off. Going out of there right away there was Winnett. Puck transferred to the outer side. Ruck. Ruck, great play there by Ruck. Goes through 3. Keeps the puck in front of him. Forced to go back to Campbell. He was a bit sloppy there. He fell asleep. Carrius goes with a nice gentle pass out to win it deep in the slot. From point-blank range, doesn't get it in either. Vikings just swooping in at every chance. Their perseverance keeping him in this game. The shot from Spencer off the rear crossbar. Good Lord. How unlucky can you get? But the Flyers Orange take advantage. The turnover. Ruck. The Ruck boys combining. Shoots. And off the right-hand crossbar. This time the Orange getting some bad luck in that passage. What can Ruck do here? Well, that's Campbell, I should say. Campbell there, out to win it. And now transferring it to the outer side. McDonald. Couldn't control it completely enough. Good use of the one hand. The stick checking going on with both sides. Opening it up there is Langle. Goes through 1, 2. Goes towards the slot and shoots it goal. Didn't get all of that one in. Inside the last minute of this second period. Goal here would really tell the momentum apart from both the sides. Even though the scoreboard says it is 5-2 in favour of the Orange. McDonald inside the offensive zone, and there was some interference there behind the play. And that may have been the last chance for the Vikings to get inside the slot and get on the scoreboard, because the second period will end in a matter of seconds, and I don't think we'd get the last play in full in the nick of time. In fact, yes, we will. Face-off being won. Humiston goes out back. Kudler finds it back to Humiston. Humiston, slap shot. Plenty of height on that one, and that will end the second period. Well, by no means the Vikings are out of it. They had plenty of chances on target in front of goal, but they just couldn't get it to the back of the net. The Flyers Orange are able to preserve their advantage, however. Some good defence in the first 10 minutes, but those final 10 minutes saw them leak plenty of chances. Can they hold on to victory, or will it be the Vikings that'll muster their chances and put on some sort of a comeback? They trail 2-5, 5-2 on the scoreboard, and we'll come back right after the break with all the final period action.
Shutterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shutterguard.com.au.
Welcome back to the Coburn Ice Arena. We're just a few seconds away from the last period getting underway as we show you some CD Dodd highlights of the second period, where it was the Flyers Orange who were able to keep the lead 5-2, but in the last 10 minutes, most of the attacking chances went the Vikings' way. They had more of the puck in attack in the last 10 minutes. They were able to take back the lead in the shots on target, 15-14, but they just weren't able to deliver the goods close to that territory. And really, if you want to have a look at it, and I'd have to concur with some Vikings fans here, that they should only be one goal behind. They had plenty of chances inside that attacking zone, but to the Flyers Orange credit, they have defended brilliantly. Michaela Fellows, the Flyers Orange, will keep addressing to them if the Vikings have their chances, and they muster more chances, to defend brilliantly. Get some slot coverage in, protect the net as much as you can, and that's what they've done to great effect thus far. And hence they have this lead 5-2. With 15 more minutes to go in tonight's action. But the Vikings are by no means out of it. They scored the first goal of the second period. Can they do it again and look to muster some sort of a comeback? They are 3 goals behind. But the Flyers Orange, the momentum is still with them, but you'd have to temper with that a little bit. As we'll take you back live now to the Coburn Ice Arena for the third and final period. It's going to be a telling one these first 7 or 8 minutes, to see where the momentum lays. We're underway. Levesque keeping it out in front, and he was tripped up. And that'll be against Campbell. Referee in prime position once again to make the decision. Into the first 10 seconds of play. And it'll be a Shutterguard power play against Campbell. And so the Vikings will have a chance try and simmer down the Flyers Orange advantage in this game, but they'll have to execute against a strong Flyers Orange defence. Williams flicks it back to Kudler. Not sure if that was a smart pass because it forced Kudler out back. It may be, with Tobin building some space inside the slot. Tobin forced to play it out wide. Bit hesitant there. McCauley. Is it out back, Williams. Forcing it out back again. Here's Sedenko. Sedenko at the back, and now they're going to play it behind the goal line. They're just steadying things now. Tobin. Tobin playing the steady game at the moment. They need some space inside the slot, but they just need to sucker the Flyers Orange in and creating a mistake. Sedenko from the edge. Shoots a very ambitious one. But McCann kept his eye on it down low and made a good save. As we see on the CD Dodd replay. Just steadying things early on. They're playing it steady at the moment, are the Vikings. Sedenko, ambitious from the corner. Always difficult to get to the back of the net with the slap shot from the corner behind the goal line. But it was a worthy attempt too. McDonald flicks it out back. Williams deep in the slot. Ricocheted off 3 Orange plays. That's some good slot traffic there from the Orange, preventing the Vikings from getting any deeper. Gould. Good pass out wide. Humiston. Backhand flick. Releasing there, Williams. Williams now, what can he do? Going to keep it out in front. The puck getting closer to the slot. Hamilton combining there with Goulds. Hamilton gets it back. Dummying the slap shot, but that was a blind pass. Tanner with an open ice pass, but pulling forward there was Booten. No icing call. The referee will wave it off. Flyers orange to their credit are going to kill off this penalty, barring a mistake. Goulds. Now to Humiston. I may have put the mockers on them because Humiston's going in deep, but great defending of the slot there by the orange. Forcing the Vikings back again. The penalty will almost be killed off here. Humiston tipped out there in the low slot, but to no avail. McDonald back out to Hamilton. Penalty has been killed off now. Back to 5-on-5. The Flyers orange will get the added man on the defensive side of the rink. Hamilton. Again playing the steady game. Goes for the slap shot. And McCann doing his best to get out of the way, but it went to the net above the goals. And we'll have ourselves a face-off. CD Dodd replay. Again, they're not playing it quickly. They're just steadying things up, the Vikings. But as you saw there, Hamilton, nice 180. In the right presence to go for the slap shot, but there was more space, about 2 metres in front of him. But he didn't go for it. He wanted to take the risk on, which is the right thing to do if you want to get back into this game. Flyers orange again, defensive rebound. Ruck just couldn't control it completely enough, and that allowed Karius to retain possession of the puck, and now they're on here. Spencer pinned to the end boards there by Big Campbell. 2-on-1, now turns into a 3-on-2. The Vikings get it back. Piefer looking for the tipping out the back there was Winnett. Lucky there that the Flyers orange had some slot coverage in. Ruck from the corner, off the crossbar. McLean with the rebound. Oh, trips himself up there. Played on the outer wings, but rebounded off Ruck. But now they can move it now through Holman. Holman hasn't had a lot of minutes on the ice in this game. Piefer. He's got Spencer in support. No offside call. Holman. Blind pass turned over. Ruck goes cross ice to Big Campbell. The shot just missing the left-hand crossbar. And now along the wings they go. Tobin. Does he go cross ice to Levesque? Yes, he does. Levesque tips it in and Levesque scores. Vital goal for the Vikings there. They are back in the contest. Nicely set up from defence into attack. And just reward for a fine effort for the Vikings, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Playing it along the wings there, that allowed Tobin to go to the advantage and go cross ice to Levesque, who was in the right space at the right time. And Jon Levesque, the former chief, gets the first goal on the board in this third period. A telling one at that. Momentum slowly swinging the Vikings' way, you would say, given the chances that they mustered up in that second period and well into this last. But the Vikings orange still have the lead 5-3. They don't want to slow it down any further. They need a counter-attack here. Kudla. 3-on-1. Turned over. Forced that back. Langle out in front. Langle and Kudla back and forth they go, but it's well turned over. Levesque. Releasing his teammate there in Tobin. Forced out back. Tobin shoots just off the right-hand crossbar. Tobin, Levesque out in front. Gets it out. Kudla. Kudla, long shot, but down low goes McCann. Another face-off brewing on the outer circle of our commentary position by the Vikings attacking zone. 5-3 on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Just under 11 minutes to go. Remember, 15 minutes and stoppage. Hamilton. Losing control there, but that allowed Langle to take it away on the defensive rebound. A good turnover. Langle and Tanner. Webster swooping in on the loose puck. Keeps it out in front. What's he going to do? In that one-on-one there with Zdenko, loses out. Blind pass. McDonald was in the right place at the right time. Backhander out now. Humiston pinned to the end boards there. Big body hit by Lodge. But that was legal. Punler. On the defensive zone, a little bit of noise there from the fans to my right-hand side. Tanner, cross ice, well executed. Langle from the corner, forced to be pushed back. Shooting up some space, hoist pass to the path of Punla. 10 minutes to go. Kunla went cross ice, but a sloppy pass at that. But getting the scraps, picking up the scraps there was Hamilton. Hamilton, oh, went for the shot. Didn't get all of that. Partly ricocheted there of Langle. Campbell throwing his body around there and getting off his own back. He got tripped up there. The referee's going to call it. He's raised a hand. Advantage will be paid, but it is going to be short-lived as soon as the Vikings get possession of that puck. Campbell was tripped up in that last passage, and that will result in a stoppage, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Campbell throwing his body around there, but himself, he got tripped up there. And that looked to have been Winnett, who was the culprit. Yes, he was. So Winnett will spend some time in the penalty box, and that'll be a vital chance for the Flyers Orange to get one back and further sow the advantage that they have. Shutterguard power play well in effect. Rebounded defensively there by Punler. Punler plays it to the wings, finding Kelly. Kelly gets it back. Punler steadying now behind the goal line. They're wanting to enforce the advantage here. Ruck. Heavy traffic on the inner wing. And that paid off there because Caden Gould was able to enforce the turnover. It's a 2-on-1 now. Tanner under pressure. He was able to get the rebound pass almost offside, but the Orange knew better about it, not to concede the offside because they had two players on the edge of the neutral line. Williams tried to burst his way through. And you got the turnover in the end. They played along the wings now. Kudla and Levesque. Levesque from the corner. He shoots off the pads of McCann. McLean. Good cross-ice pass. Tanner opens it up. Ruck. Ruck, what can he do? He goes cross-ice. Ruck just out of reach. Lodge. Out there to Tobin. One-on-one there with McLean. Out the back. Ruck. The Ruck boys looking to combine for this passage here. McLean comes in to lend a hand. Pass out wide. Lodge didn't get all of that shot in. It's a 3-on-2 situation. The Vikings have it. Gould out to Levesque. Looking to go cross ice. Didn't execute. And Levesque knows it. The pressure is really on for both sides here for respective reasons. Kudla again with a defensive rebound. He's on the breakaway. He needs targets. It's a 4-on-1. McDonald shoots. Pad saved by McCann. Rebound. We're almost going to kill off this penalty here. Great save. Deflected off McCann's gloves. The penalty is going to be killed off now. Great defense by the Vikings to kill this one off. The Orange will be disappointed, but they know they've still got 7.5 minutes to sow home this advantage. The Vikings, good pass there. McDonald has the advantage. He shoots. McDonald gets it in, and McDonald gets a double. Oh, this is an impressive comeback for the Vikings. McDonald gets his second, and it is now 5-4 with 7:11 to go. Great setup there by Humiston. Goulds it was, I should say, providing a great pass. McDonald in the low slot with a 1-on-1, tipping that one into the back of the net. And it is 5-4, an impressive comeback by the Vikings. The momentum, I'd have to say, is with them at the moment. You'd have to agree, if you're watching at home, the way they've been able to recover from the deficit that they've had. They've come from 5-2 down. They are now 5-4 down, and we have called a half-minute timeout. And that might have been called from the Orange to maybe stop the rut. And that could be a correctly called timeout by Michaela Fellows, knowing that the Vikings have got a little bit of a run going here. They've scored the last two, and they are on a really big charge to maybe either rescue a point or steal the win themselves. Buzzer is gone. Timeout has ended. Both sides will go into these last 7 minutes and 11 seconds with one thing on their mind, those 2 points that they need. And remember, the winner will go outright top of the ladder after round 3. Of course, round 4 back at the Perth Ice Arena next Friday night. So make sure you join us for that. Great noise from the crowd that we've had here. It's another great crowd here tonight. And of course, those 75% restrictions, they end tonight. And from tomorrow morning, 100% capacity. Imagine the big crowds we'll have here in Coburn in a fortnight's time. when the action returns here. So a centre face-off once again. 5-4 the scoreline with just over 7 minutes remaining. Vital passage of play here on the offensive zone for the Orange. Losing out there was McLean. Goulds is going to get the rebound. No, it's Kudler, I should say. Kudler finding out to Humiston. The puck dropping short, 2-on-1. Great play in the end there by Kudler coming into lend a hand. Plays it to the wings now. Will they go cross ice? Humiston's in that path. That's where he goes. Humiston's got Kudler in the slot, and he's also got McDonald. He's looking for a hat-trick. Didn't get all of that one in. Turned over. Holman, who's been quiet tonight. Quickly away now is Hamilton. Saved in the end. Finds some spaces. McDonald went for the slap shot in there with the advantage. Hamilton out of nowhere. Hamilton levels the scores. Loose puck in the low slot. Hamilton was able to capitalise on the space. And Hamilton, can you believe it, levels the scores for the Vikings. They've gone from 5-2 down to level at 5-5. What an impressive comeback as we see on the replay here. McDonald, loose puck from behind the goal line. Hamilton went into that unprotected space inside the low slot and thrusted himself into position to get another one on the board. From 5-2 down, they have levelled at 5-5. An amazing comeback by the Vikings. What can the Flyers Orange do? Michaela Fellows can't believe it. The Orange can't believe it that they have surrendered a lead that looked untouchable at the end of the second period. Oh, it's some contest here. We've still got 6.5 minutes to go. No one can get it out of that face-off, but in the end, it is Webster out the back. What can Webster do here? Releases out there is Tanner and Ruck. Turned over in the end. Lodge on centre ice. Goes on the brief breakaway. Is immediately cut off by 4 Vikings there. Lodge gets the puck out of there. And smartly too, because Riley Langley's got the speed from behind the goal line. Lodge, slap shot, looking for the quick response. And it's immediately saved there in the end. A bit of pushing and shoving there between Langle and Caden Goulds. As a result of that save by McCann, you wouldn't want to be doing that this late in the game, as we see on the replay, thanks to CD Dodd. Fine save too. It was a well-executed shot. And Corey Booton making a vital save, and Langle getting involved in a little bit there with Caden Goulds. The shots on target, if you have a look at that, only 1 shot on target for the Flyers Orange in this last period. Another 11 for the Vikings, so it's a real swing in momentum. 5.5 minutes still remaining of what's been another great game here at the Coburn Ice Arena. The puck bypasses McLean. It's now to the advantage of Sedenko. McLean getting a second rebound. Cut off in the end there by the Vikings defence. Punler goes cross ice out there to Campbell. Don't want to be conceding another turnover. He's able to get it out in time. Punler goes back to Campbell. Quick pass, cut off in the end by McCauley. McCauley out there to Tobin. This is their chance now. Tobin from the corner. Great save, McCann. Goes out to his right. Kudler on the rebound. It's immediately cut off there by Dave Ruck. And cut off again, this time by Kudler. Kudler goes hard. He went bang, but didn't hit the target. And now McCauley. Cut off in the end there. Kudler gets a handle on it. Woes for the hoist shot. Deep inside the slot. McCauley emerging from the scramble. Kudler again. Trying to play it steady. This is what they did at the start of the last period. Steady up the tempo and get it back their way. Levesque. He's also looking for a double from the corner. Doesn't get it off in time. It's an open ice pass. Icing call. And that's going to go the Vikings' way. They'll have it right where they want it. Inside that offensive zone. 5-5 the scoreline. Less than 4.5 minutes to go. What's been another exciting game. That first round clash certainly was a rip snorter, where it ended in a 4-4 tie. And no doubt the Flyers Orange will look to get one against the run here. They are in no man's land at the moment, if you want to say that. They have lost the lead and they have lost their momentum in the space of 2 minutes. But they need a goal back. They know they've got the key players to fire up in these last 5 minutes. But the Vikings at the moment, they are on a roll. They've scored the last 4. Hamilton out the back, 2-on-1. McDonald thrusting himself forward from the corner. And the referee's called a penalty there. Looked like a bit of slashing going on there. Replay coming up and will give us a better idea on that one. Hamilton getting out of there. And yes, there was a hooking there. I think that is against Humiston, yes. So that's against Humiston. That's a penalty they don't want, given the recent run that they've had. So Humiston will spend 2 minutes in the box. A power play coming up. The best chance for the Flyers Orange to take back the lead. A vital passage coming up. These last 4 minutes, essential for both sides. If the Vikings can cut off this power play, it'll give them their best chance. The Flyers Orange have got their best opportunity right now to take back the lead. Langle pinned to the inboards there by Pieper. Out to the centre slot. Lodge goes in hard. Booten a fine save down low. CD Dodd replay coming up. Look at Lodge. He had space aplenty to go for the slap shot, and that was the right thing to do. Bang, but nobody home. And out to his left, Booten making a fine save. Face-off being won by the Vikings here. Humiston almost losing possession. Ruck at the centre, and another hook. That's another hook. I think that is also, it's against the Orange this time. Yes, that is against Dave Ruck. So the ledger has been evened. It'll be 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. And that's evened up the things in the Vikings' favour, because they've got the puck where they want it, inside the offensive zone. So 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes now. Flyers Orange, if I was them, I'd protect that slot like nobody's business. If I can get that word out correctly, like nobody's business. They've got 2 inside the slot there. Vikings win the face-off. They go out to Goulds. Webster plays it out in front. Great intercept there by Goulds. Inside the slot. Slap shot. Nobody home there, just above the net. McDonald pushes it out back to the advantage there of Hamilton. Goulds frees the puck from that congestion. Humiston in a 2-on-1 there with McDonald for support, but that's great play by the Orange in rescuing the puck out of that conjecture. Langle goes cross ice out to Webster. Webster couldn't get the brace in. Lodge off the crossbar. Well, 2 chances in that last 5-second passage. Also went begging. Humiston off the rebound, finding McDonald. He's got open space inside that offensive area. Goes past one, couldn't bypass the second. He was tripped up there. Referees say play on. Webster. Cross ice, out to Langle. He shoots. Fine save, down low, Booten. The hero of that last line. The crowd really getting into it. We've got 2.5 minutes to go. Humiston, slap shot. McCann with a save. Levesque with a tip in. Just bypassing the crossbar. Back and forth they go. Both sides have had chances. Here's Ruck. Ruck shoots just off the back. Booten leaving some space. McLean couldn't get that one in from point blank range. Good God almighty. McLean deep inside, and it looked like it was offside. Well, you have to say the tension's really ramping up here. We've got 2 minutes and 20 to go. And it is offside against the Flyers Orange. It'll be another face-off, but this time it'll be by the neutral line. It was similar to the Flyers Blue Blackhawks game. Basically, their next goal will win it. Losing the rebound there. Penalties will be killed off in a matter of seconds. Both sides have given it absolutely everything in these last 5 minutes. Tobin loses the rebound, but getting out in front there was McCauley. Great play there by McCauley. Oh no, that's Williams, I should say. Williams trying to go back, pinned to the sideboards there by Pundler. Lodge, well handled in the end there by Tobin. Looking to go to the cross ice at the centre of the slot. McCauley, 2-on-1 now. And it's off the net. It'll be a face-off by the neutral line. Penalties have been killed off, so it is now 5-on-5 for the last minute and a half. My goodness, what an electrifying contest it has been. Will it be a second tie? Will it be a 4th tie in the first 3 rounds? Or will it be a winner? What has been a top-of-the-table clash that has lived up to its billing, ladies and gentlemen. Holman Hadn't seen a lot of him in this game. Fine pass to the advantage of Webster. Booten pulls out of the crease. Great play by Booten. Will he be pulled out for the rest of the game? Who knows? And the referee's called one there. Some of the fans not happy. And it'll be a face-off on the neutral line. We're inside the last 90 seconds of this great game, as we see on the replay. They went cross ice, blind pass turned over, rebound came in. Webster in that 2-on-1, but there was a hook in the stick there against the Vikings, so that's why the ref made the call. Good decision. Vikings win the face-off. They play it into space. Zdenko to the sideboards against Webster, getting some support in there. Humiston off the rebound. Well, that's another one against the Vikings. And only 3 seconds further have been lost, as we see on the replay. And there, pinned to the sideboards there. A little bit of interference with both the Flyers' orange defenders, but luckily, no one sent to the penalty box. Puntler, under pressure there from Humiston on the rebound there. Webster, short little pass to Ruck, and just out of the reach there of Jacob Ruck. On the CD Dodd scoreboard, 5 goals apiece for the Vikings in the orange. Inside the last minute of this great game, top of the table clash. Webster plays it out wide. He's going to look for some support with Jacob Ruck. Out the back, finds some space in the slot, goes cross ice to Lodge, off the right-hand crossbar. How close can you get? Humiston, does he go cross ice? Yes, he does. He goes cross ice to McDonald, just off the back of the net. 1-on-1. It's been tight inside the last 30 seconds. Will there be a winner? Oh, McDonald, accidental there. McDonald inside the slot, gets plenty of height on that one. 1-on-1. Lodge and Ruck offering support for the orange. No penalty there. Referee say play on. 10 seconds to go. You've got to take every risk you can. The shot comes in from Zdenko. The last chance coming in for the orange. Puntler, cross ice, 1, and there it is. Can you believe it? We've got a second tie tonight. Ha, ha, ha. An amazing finish to a great night of action. The Flyers orange had the last chance to thrust inside the slot, but the buzzer beat them, and we have had a 4th tie in the first 3 rounds of competition. Oh, I'm almost out of breath there. The final score on the CD Dodd scoreboard, Vikings 5, Flyers orange 5. And if you want my modest point of view on it, it was a game maybe the Flyers orange should have won. Because if you look at where they were at the end of the second period, 5-2, they were in front. They had the advantage home and host. But then 3 amazing goals on the run by the Vikings saw them level it up 5-5, and that's where it would stay for the final 4 minutes of game, for the final 7 minutes of game time. Both sides giving it absolutely everything. The intensity, the rebounding, the physicality, just what you want for a game of this calibre. And especially in a high-pressure game as a top-of-the-table clash between the Vikings and the Flyers orange. And can you believe it? As we show you the highlights of a great game, we have had 2 ties in this night. My goodness gracious me. An incredible game, setting the precedent for what is an exciting CD Dodd Perth Premier League. The Vikings and the Flyers orange will now go into round 4 on 4 points apiece. The Flyers blue will go into 2. The Blackhawks will go into 1, equaling the Sharks, who have got a bye. Goal scorers in this game, Levesque, McDonald and Hamilton and Gould. McDonald scoring a double, and all singles for the Flyers orange. McLean, Bob Kelly, Dave Ruck, Alistair Puntler and Kieran Webster. Well, what an amazing night of ice hockey we have had. Just like round 1, both matches have ended in ties tonight, and the Vikings will stay on top of the ladder as a result. Don't forget, more sport action coming up on Front Row Screens this weekend. We have got a triple header of football. That's right, a triple header. The Waffle W, Claremont and South Fremantle, the League, Claremont and South Fremantle, and then under lights at Mineral Resources Park, Perth and Swan District for your Saturday feast of sport, as well as the drags and jet boats. So big feast of sport on Saturday on Front Row Screens. But for the moment, from the Coburn Ice Arena, on behalf of Ryan, Bailey, Matt, and all of the Front Row Screens team, this is Paul Persick wishing you a very good evening from the Coburn Ice Arena off the back of an electrifying round 3 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. So long, everybody.